Hi, I'm Dale Paulson, and I'm a jerk expert. This here's my book, Workplace Jerks. Will this person be a speed bump, a pothole, or a landmine? Hey, it's available at Amazon.com. You know, I designed this presentation for cruise ship directors, those charming, witty, intelligent raconteurs that everybody loves. You know, I could have sent you out a 5-minute tape with one of my Fortune 500 presentations at a fancy 5-star hotel, but I wanted this to be more relevant and sincere.
I was an assistant professor at Wichita State University. And if you know anything about universities, you don't get much lower than an assistant professor. And there's a woman there called Marge Taylor. She's really politically connected. And she knew I had somewhat of a weird sense of humor, but she said, I got you invited to a really impressive party. The senators are going to be there. The representatives are going to be there. The governor is going to be there. And just do me one favor. Just be on your best behavior. Don't embarrass them. So, you know, I'm there, I meet people, and, you know, I try not to, you know, be too much of a jerk. And Senator Dole. Marge says, hey, Senator Dole is over. Would you like to meet Senator Dole? I said, yeah, I'd love to. So I go over and shake hands with the senator. And the senator says, well Dale, how do you like the party? He said, I don't know, not so good, Senator. He said, oh, what's wrong? I said, well, you know, the damn jump of shrimp is stained the inside of my wife's purse. Marge went, oh. And she said, he's kidding. I said, no, Leah, show me your purse. And I mean, she never forgave me for that. And
Don't you think you are laying it on a little too thick?
Nah, I want this gig. Turn the camera back on. I'm here to tell you about my entertaining talks about jerks, how to make necklaces from the ports that passengers visit, a little bit about my destination lectures. We talk a little bit about money and some other things. And as a jerk expert, I've found that people tend to be absolutely fascinated with jerks. They tend to have their own stories. And I'm reminded of that bumper sticker I saw in North Carolina. It read, when I married Mr. Wright, I had no idea his first name was Always. My favorite jerk comeuppance comes from the movie Paint Your Wagon. That's where Lee Marvin says to a jerk, when I was conceived, my parents did not have the benefit of marriage. But you, sir, are a self-made man. In my talks and my research about jerks, I discuss ways on how to cope with jerks, and who doesn't need that. But basically, jerks are just not happy. Happiness involves not being a jerk. This means cultivating empathy, engaging in small courtesies, and practicing gratitude.
Yeah, right, but what have you got that is craft-related?
How about a sock puppet? They could knit the sock.
Dumb.
Just turn on the camera. This is a necklace made out of money. Use large bills, and it's a great example of conspicuous consumption. It works best for me if the audience uses their own money. We use money from the ports that passengers visit. The more ports, the larger the necklace. It's a great conversation starter. I do a workshop for passengers that shows them how to do the necklace.
How come my necklace only has small bills?
You're supposed to wear it, not spend it.
Oh, right. What's next?
Next, I want to talk about my destination lectures. I do several, but some are about money. Ain't nothing more fascinating than money. After all, very few people have taken vows of poverty. These talks are told from the perspective of what money means to the locals. Every country is unique. For example, take Mexico. At one time, they used cocoa beans for money. Then there's Sumatra. They used the human skull. That'll be 2 great uncles and a grandfather, please. Don't worry, though. That was back in the 15th century. Most countries print their own money, except for 7. Among them are Panama, El Salvador, and Ecuador. They use the American dollar. Wonder if they're familiar with the title of that book I once saw, Nothing Can Replace the American Dollar. And it almost has. These stories and talks provide some real perspective. I'm not rich in terms of money, but I do feel downright lucky.
You know, I'm not sure I know how to work this camera. I don't think I can do playback.
Don't worry about it. Forget playback. Just send the damn thing out. I'm not spending money on some high-tech production crap.
Yeah, right.